HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
The #1 high school sports network in the nation. NCRA Sports Network.
Coach, we're out here for your 7-on-7 tryouts for the Florida Fire. Got a lot of young men out here. I keep looking around. I got them in red, you got them in white, you got them in black. Tell me what the colors are first.
Well, basically the white's going to be the quarterbacks, and on the red we're going to be the on offense. Black's going to be on defense.
Okay, so the ones in red and white can put up the numbers, huh? And the ones in black have to stop. Okay, great. Coach, we got a lot of young men. Now, what are you expecting today?
Well, I'm expecting a good turnout. As you can see, we got over 100 heads right now. A lot of good kids here, a lot of good talent.
A lot of good kids and a lot of good talent out here. A lot of D1 prospects probably. Is that correct, Coach?
Yes, most definitely. We got kids out here from 5 to 10 offers right now.
Here I see Alan Edwards from Hialeah High School. Good afternoon, Alan. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Coach. I'm doing great.
You ready for this tryout, Alan?
Oh, yeah, yes, I am.
Been working for it?
Oh, yeah.
Good. What do you expect?
Great things out of me, just great things. You know, talent, competition, everything.
We have Nico Gonzalez here, wide receiver at Hialeah. You're out for the tryout. Looks like you're going to do a little catching the ball today, Nico. What do you say?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Look in the camera, Nico, and tell them that you came to make this team.
I came to make this team.
That's right. Okay, I tell you what, we got Nico. Nico's got to get back to his business. So we're going to swing right back behind Nico. And there's a young man by the name of Henry Bussey back here, and we want to talk to him for a second. Henry got ups, man. I tell you what, this is Henry Bussey, running back for Hialeah #2. Everybody seems to know your name. You're out here for this tryout, Henry. You looking forward to this?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it? Great. I tell you what do you expect?
Expect great talent from everybody out here. Great catches, great defense, great from everywhere.
Okay, and you're up for the task, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And with me, I have Tracy Beckman. What is your title out here, Tracy?
I'm a certified athletic trainer.
Okay, great. And why do they have you here, Tracy? They're not having contact, but tell me why you're here.
I'm here to take care of any little turf burns, maybe a rolled ankle, anything that can happen. I can help with stretching and just stuff like that to injury prevention.
Great. So you're a great person to have around. So when I trip over the numbers out here, you're going to help me out?
I'll help you out.
What a reel. That was 7-on-7 fire from Plantation, American Heritage, and I'm just so glad that you guys got to catch that. I'm Glenn Stout, obviously your host, NCRA Sports Network. Welcome tonight. And that was a little sneak peek of obviously the Florida Fire getting ready for their game. And, man, it was just competition all around. How's it going, fellas?
Good. I'm doing great, man. I mean, hey, whenever you can get a chance to watch some football, it's a beautiful thing. Loving it. Loving it.
Love to talk about football. I had a chance to be there and watch the Fire. And Coach Dennis getting them all ready. Exciting time for the young kids coming up for the next year's class. class of 2014, 2014?
It seemed like they had they almost had to look like they had to shorten up the numbers a little bit. They had a lot of kids out there, right, Coach?
Oh, definitely. They have to cut down to 2 teams. So, I mean, you had over 100 kids, 150 kids. So over 110 got to go.
What would you say with the competition level out there, Damian?
I mean, I wasn't actually out there, but knowing what Coach Dennis Maricona is capable of doing over there with the Fire, I mean, you're talking about a team that he's led to national championships. So, I mean, this is not a 7-on-7 where you can be, Joe Average and go out there. There's competition, and if you're not ready to get you some, you might as well stay home. And you know that right now.
We want to thank Coach Dennis and obviously the Florida Fire for allowing us to go out there and catch a little bit of that. And he's doing a great job with those kids down there, American Heritage Plantation where that was held. And we got a great show for you guys tonight. Obviously, we're at the Coral Springs Brewers Room. I'm your host, Glenn Stout. This is Damian Hunt and Coach DC. And we're really excited to bring you guys some information for this week and obviously next week with our 2013 Combine. And today we're going to cover a few topics. Obviously, the basketball season's getting well underway. We're heading into regional quarterfinals, playoffs, championship basketball. Obviously, Palm Beach County, Broward County, Dade County. We're going to talk a little bit, cover the list of the names of kids that we did officially tally off that got letters of intent and signed on signing day, and obviously the kids that we didn't forget about. We're not going to leave you guys behind. That's what this Combine's all about. We aren't going to leave you behind. If you guys want to come out, showcase your skills, that's what we're here for. This upcoming Monday, I mean, it's going to be a great event, and we just look forward to bringing that to you. So we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to break right into it. Stay tuned.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Glenn Stout. This is the NCRA Sports Network. What a great show we guys got for you guys tonight. We just talked a little about the Florida Fire, obviously. They're doing great things down there. Coach Dennis, we appreciate them letting us be involved, the NCRA Sports Network. And we're going to talk a little bit about high school basketball. Palm Beach County, Broward County, Dade County. They're heading into the playoffs, heading into championships. And we're really excited to bring that to you. So I'm going to bring us into the first breakdown, which is obviously Palm Beach County. I'm going to start at the top end. The top teams right now in Palm Beach County, the numbers really haven't changed much. Grandview Prep has lost 2 games this entire season. They are 23-2. They're leading their district right now. Obviously, it's a prep school. It's a little bit smaller than the big powerhouse schools, but to only lose 2 games on during the entire regular season, that obviously shows strides. Summit Christian is 16-4. Palm Beach Lakes is 19-3. That's a big school with only 3 losses. I mean, they're going to be tough to deal with. Jupiter is 4th at 16-4. Our close school, Atlantic High School, is 18-6, and the team that they have been competing against, Lake Worth, is 19-5. And actually, Lake Worth won the district over Atlantic. I mean, it was a close district, but less than a game separated the 2 teams, and it was their 1 loss. And obviously, Lake Worth took that from them, but it's going to be great. And the regional quarterfinal matchups are this. The game starts 7 o'clock tomorrow. Class 8A, Park Vista versus Jupiter. Wellington versus Boca Raton High School. Lake Worth versus Palm Beach Lakes. Royal Palm Beach versus Atlantic. Dillard High School versus Suncoast. Cardinal Newman at Bishop Vero. Dunbar at St. Andrews. Benjamin at Community School of Naples. St. John Newman at Pahokee. Local school in the area, Coral Springs Christian at Summit Christian. American Heritage Delray at Sagemont. And Pine School at Grandview Prep. And that's the team that's obviously leading Palm Beach right now, and they're playing against Pine School. Those are going to be great matchups, obviously, all throughout 8A through 2A. Those teams are just competing at a high level. Palm Beach County is where the basketball is at right now. They're playing great basketball. Obviously, it's hard to compare anything to what Ely's doing right now because just what Ely is able to do with the talent that they have and the nationwide. But Palm Beach County, it's going to be exciting. This regional matchup will bring you farther into it once the state championship comes around. And I'm going to pass this down the line to DC and have him talk a little bit about Dade County.
Well, I'll tell you what, the 305 is doing just fine. We're doing absolutely fine down in Wade County. So we're getting it done. Also, let's talk about the girls first. Miami Norland High School, they're just blowing through people. These young ladies, they're very talented. They're long, they're tall, they're fast. They play the game the way it's supposed to be played. I look for them to probably bring home a state championship back to Viking land over there at Miami Norland. And we go across to the boys. We have Hialeah Gardens, 8A. They won the state championship last year. No one thought they would be as good as they are this year. But it seems like they're just reloading also. They're right back into the regional finals with an opportunity to get even deeper. So it should be interesting. But I don't want to go too far into basketball. I got to mention those T-Breads of Hialeah, their baseball team. Nesta is leading the Hialeah T-Breads back. They're loaded. They're looking to do what they did in 2001 and 2002, win back-to-back state championships.
Wow.
So we want to give them a little love too.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Well, in Broward County, I'm letting you know right now, as you already mentioned, Blanche Ely High School, they took it away with the top 8. Or should I say the Big 8? I mean, it was tooth and nail against Deerfield Beach High School, and it was by Mr. Khalil Thomas with 14 seconds left in the game that won the game-winning dunk over my Deerfield Beach Bucks.
Oh,
so congratulations over there with, of course, you got to give a shout-out to, Coach Love over there that's doing a phenomenal job as the AD, Coach Melvin Randall, the head coach, of course, Dallas Cameron Jr., Khalil Thomas. I mean, you on and on and on. I mean, you can't forget about, I believe it was the young ladies of Flanagan who actually beat out Miramar ladies.
Wow.
So, I mean, right now we're talking about South Florida. You hear DC and I go back and forth against, who's better, 954, 305. But the truth be told, as you hear from, my colleagues G4 as well as DC and myself, South Florida is handling their business when it comes to the round ball. They're doing their things. And also, just to touch bases, a little bit off topic, we got to give a lot of shout out to Cypress Bay, who actually won the championship for wrestling. So, I mean, and of course what's going on with, the IOC taking away wrestling from the Olympics, it's good to hear that, guess what, wrestling is still alive and well, even on the high school level. You got to love it. And this is the best part, all about making sure that these kids see that there is potential on every level and in every sport. Absolutely love it.
Coach, you're absolutely right. I'm glad you said that. South Florida's on the map.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not just South Florida, but Florida in general. These are where it's a proven fact. South Florida especially, but the state of Florida, Texas, California, these are where the athletes come to play. And this is why South Florida breeds the best athletes, because year-round it doesn't matter what the sports are. And, DC, I also want to thank you for bringing that up with the baseball. NCRA Sports Network, obviously, with our Combine coming up this Monday, it's going to be it's a huge event for us, one of the biggest ones of the year. But, obviously, once we're through with the football and through signing day and the Combine, we're still going to be covering basketball, obviously, as they're going into the championship games. But we will be rotating into baseball. So those of you out there that love baseball, we love baseball too. We also know that South Florida definitely is a breeding ground for baseball. Ooh. Just as much as basketball, football. Wow. I mean, they got the Latin American community down here that loves to play baseball. And, I mean, we're going to be bringing it to you. Obviously, there's a lot of great teams around the area. And I believe DC's got some more.
Did you say Khalil Thomas?
I did say Khalil Thomas.
He's at Ely, right?
He's at Blanche Ely.
And he dunked on Deerfield Beach there.
Wait a minute. He didn't dunk on Deerfield Beach. He had the game-winning dunk to win over Deerfield Beach. But, yes.
Oh, is that the same Khalil Thomas that just signed with Rider University?
He did just sign with Rider University.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was on the right page there, Coach
And
Hunt.
of course, Mr. Dallas Cameron Jr., which his father was my head coach at Deerfield Beach High School, signed with American University.
That's a beautiful thing.
I mean, you got to love exactly what South Florida's bringing, and tell you right now, Louisville, Coach Charlie Strong proved it. You get Florida on your team, we're ripping things up. I'm letting you know that right now, right off the top.
You are absolutely right with that, Coach.
That's it.
Florida is the map. We got it on the map. SEC championships. They're one in the trenches, obviously one in the SEC, 7 national championships in a row. And if you don't think that the majority of those teams are pulling athletes out of South Florida or Florida in general, man, you got a problem.
Look at Ole Miss.
But we're going to go to a quick break. That was some of the basketball breakdown. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little more football and obviously our combine this upcoming Monday. Stay tuned.
Down the Bruise Room, great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste, you found the right place. Come on down the Bruise Room, great taste is just the beginning.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back.
And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream. And now it's up to us to keep it alive.
If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, you have to start that process.
Education comes first. You never know what the future holds.
Gave me a better opportunity to make it in life. Live your dreams.
How far are you willing to go?
Everybody, I'm Glenn Stout. This is the NCRA Sports Network coming live from the Coral Springs Bruise Room. We want to thank you all for watching at home and those of you that came to Bruise Room to come watch us. We had a great show so far tonight. We've been talking a little bit of basketball, obviously signing day. Our combine's coming up this Monday. It's going to be a great event. But this past signing day obviously is a special day for a lot of athletes around the area. And we had the privilege to be able to go around and view some of the signing days and actually get to interview some of the players on their big day. And first up, we're going to show you some clips from Hialeah High School and their national signing day. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about their players. So check that out.
Hialeah High School, and I'm here with Coach Dennis, and it's National Signing Day. If you see on ESPN, you'll notice all the big names across the nation and even the world is going to be letting everybody know what school they're going to. But right now, we're here with Coach Dennis, and you got to feel good. This is you know, like some of your like little brothers that you're raising right now. They're going to the next step. Explain to people at home, how does that make you feel?
Oh man, very exciting, man. Last night I was like, man, tomorrow's National Signing Day. This changes kids' lives, and this is what I'm about with coaching and stuff. But it's like I woke up today like, oh, it's National Signing Day. So it's really, as you're a coach, you got to get into this. Hialeah T-Breads have 13. I mean, Raging, and I see a couple of hats here. I see the Raging Cajuns and Weber International. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. Now, Coach Dennis, I want you to let everybody know, you know, what type of preparation do the coaches take when it comes to this day? I mean, you never really know how many people are going to sign in the summer. So what type of things did you guys do during the summer to prepare some of these kids for today? Oh, it takes a lot of hard work. Well, basically, you know, we go to camps and we meet people, you know, network with college coaches, and, you know, you got to call some people at the same time. And sometimes you get the guys come in the spring and stuff like that. So it's a long process. It's a lot of hard work by the coaches. It's not just that they pop up all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Not everybody's Division I. A lot of Division IIs, NAIA schools, junior college, Division IIIs, they don't come and they don't fly down. So we got to go ahead and reach out to those guys. And at the end of the day, we send film out, get it it's a long process, and it's pretty big.
We have 13 young men that are going to sign today, and we have some other notable seniors, which I'll get into, that will have an opportunity, hopefully very soon, to make sure that we get that taken care of for them as well. Let me go ahead and call out the young man that will be signing today. Nathaniel Alzate. Jennifer Alphonse. Ismail Orazman. Stevenson Yoakum. Jonathan Trick Lopez. Cesar Menendez. Daniel Ortega. Jamel Ribalta. Roderick Stevens. Ronald Washington. Paul Guzman. Joel Mobley, Chunky. George Debo Williams. Other notable seniors. Other notable seniors. Felix Centeno, please stand up. Omi Jean Lewis, please stand up. Johnny Jalans, please stand up. Chris Oliver, please stand up. William Perez, please stand up. Darius Perry, please stand up. Johan Soares, please stand up.
I'm glad you guys are all here. This is another event that reminds us how quickly time goes by, and I know that all of you boys were sitting here last year and probably the year before in the same media center looking at the seniors that were graduating and going off to bigger, I'm not going to say better things, but bigger things and more opportunities. And now you're here today in the same situation that they were before. But before I start talking to you guys, I do want to take the time to thank Mr. Berman and thank the coaching staff at our school for working with these students throughout the years, and many of you have been with us 4 years, in order to prepare them for this day. Mr. Berman, I know, works very hard, sometimes stressing himself out, sick and all, but he's committed to providing all of you with a great opportunity. I also want to thank the parents. Many of you have been going through struggles with them since they were little, getting them to do the right thing, to commit not only to the sports but to the academics. And it is not easy. It's not easy to try to guide your child through the many troubles that they experience in today's society. And you've taken the time. You've taken the time to take them to the park, take them to the practice, getting them the things that they need in order to be successful in their sports. And it does take a lot of commitment, and I know they know that without your help they wouldn't be able to be in the position that they are here today. So thank you parents for always being there for them. I know that many of you are going to do very great things. I want you to represent us, and I want you, when you're out there, let people know when they ask you, where are you coming from? Be proud of where you're coming from. Be proud of your family. Be proud of your community. and be part of the work that you have accomplished here. So you tell Mama, Hialeah High T-Bird. Hi, what? Hialeah. Okay? You tell them hi and Leah. But, you know, be proud of where you're coming from. So on behalf of the whole entire school, we are looking forward to what you will be doing once you leave us. And we wish you many, many, many beautiful things come the next few years of your career.
The next young man who will be signing at Ridgewater College, Stevenson Jokum. Let me just say a little bit about Stevenson. Stevenson, as you guys know, players know, doesn't say a lot of things. Just does everything he's supposed to do all the time. It's been an honor and a pleasure to coach you for these last several years, Stevenson, and I know you're going to be successful. Thank you. Tell you, he's another person like Nate. His smile, whenever you see John, he always got that smile on his face. John's come the long road. He did a great job for us in 9th grade and didn't play his 10th and 11th years because of his academics. And we both had a plan, and he stuck by his plan. He went ahead and he did his academics. He got his GPA from a 1.6 to a 2.4. He's an outstanding basketball player, and Jonathan will be attending Louisiana Lafayette University. You are my kids. There's something special about this young man. He is a very special young man who's going to do some great things. And he helped put together these highlight films for our players. And whenever I needed anything, Coach, do you need something? Always there to help me. Danny, I'm going to miss you. State. Jamel is going to be attending, whether it be Milford Preparatory School, which we're in the process now, or he will be attending Ventura Junior College. And when it's all said and done, Jamel will be playing big-time Division I football. It's just like him as a person. When you meet him, you fall in love with the type of kid he is as a coach. He's given me 3 good years, and our coaching staff 3 good years. And it's going to be a pleasure watching him at college at the next level, because he's going to be successful. Good luck, Paul Guzman. Tell you what type of kid and what kind of heart he has. First day of school, my little granddaughter, who's 4 years old, we bought her some new shoes, and she wouldn't wear them at all. She had to call Chunky, 7 o'clock in the morning, and he had to get her to go ahead and wear the new shoes. So it just tells you what type of person he is. And we're going to miss you, and I'm going to tell you what, good things are in store for you. Good job. George was first team All-Dade County. He was first team All-Dade County. He was first team All-State linebacker. He's been a 4-year starter for us. We knew he was a player the very first game in 9th grade. I don't know if he remembers this, but we were playing Naples at Naples, and George was playing defensive end. And tackle after tackle George was making. The coaches come back and look at the film, and we said, wow. We knew we had somebody special. All the college recruiters that have come through our school this year, and there's been many, I tell them the same thing, and I tell it to him. If you stay the course, George, you potentially are the very best football player that came out of Hialeah High School. You have more potential than either the Coreys, than Wally Ajoma, than any of these other players. Okay? Stay the course. Do what you're supposed to do. And great things are going to happen. And guess what? I don't have to get any more gray hair now that you're leaving me. So, good luck.
Well, this is the most important part of my coaching philosophy, is that we want to go ahead and win, okay, just like anybody else, right. But we want to make sure that our kids have an opportunity to further their education and become productive people when they graduate college. Well, we go ahead and take our kids on tours of all colleges in the Southeast. We also do all the state schools in spring break. We visit all those schools, make sure our seniors get noticed. And once they get noticed, then this helps them in the recruiting process. And then from that point on, it's just making phone calls and continually sending out videos and having our kids sit down. And they also help themselves. They do a portfolio, and they send it out to the colleges that I tell them to send it out to. So that whole process takes a lot of time and energy, but it's all worth it, as you see today.
Are there certain kids that are just flying completely under the radar that people really need to take a look at, even though it's National Signing Day today?
There's always players that are, especially down here in South Florida, that are flying under the radar. And those kids should find a home. You know, I know a lot of times coaches around the county will call me and ask me to help them with their kids and things like that. But for the majority, most of the kids, as long as they have their grades and SAT, ACT score, usually get placed.
Welcome back, everybody. What a great clip that was down at Hialeah High School. We're really proud of those athletes down there. Obviously, it's a big day, a big moment for those kids' lives. Mostly that was the biggest moment in their lives so far. And obviously, they're going to take their talents to the collegiate level. DC, why don't you give us a little tally of those athletes?
Well, I'll tell you what, Hialeah had a lot of signees. They had 13 overall. But we're just going to go over a couple, keep it kind of short today. We had George Debo Williams. He's a linebacker, wide receiver, freak of nature. Is
that a position?
He signed with Louisiana Lafayette. And as he signed, I was on the phone with Louisiana Lafayette's coach, and he was just as happy as you could be. He stole one because all the Clemsons and the South Carolinas and University of Miami's wanted this kid, and he went to Lafayette. Joining him at Louisiana Lafayette is John Lopez, a 6'3" defensive end / wide receiver. So they'll get a lot of help there. And then we have Ishmael Arizman. He went to Middle Tennessee State. He's a great defensive end, big, tall, long frame, and he'll be at MTSU, Middle Tennessee State. And Hialeah had a bunch of them. Coach Berman did a great job down there. Coach Dennis, Coach Terry, all the coaches really tipped in. Coach Kevin Berman also. All tipped in and did a great job. It was a great event, and as you saw on the video clip, it was something that all kids want to be a part of as you're leaving high school. Back to you, Glenn.
Obviously, we want to thank Hialeah High School. Congratulations on that. We're going to definitely keep in touch with Hialeah. Hopefully, we can get some athletes to come on the show next season. Obviously, we're going to be working with them all spring long, getting ready for their spring game and whatnot. But we have close ties with them, and NCRA Sports Network and Keeping Dreams Foundation is very proud of you guys down there for able to get those national letters of intent signed. We're going to bring it up to the Broward County area. Boyd Anderson, and I'm going to preface this one before you guys actually watch this clip. These two coaches sitting next to me, they are very dedicated. NCRA Sports Network, they're through and through. And they got up on signing day, and they did two schools. They started in Hialeah at 6 a.m. Both of these guys got up, drove all the way down to Dade County. And then the second school of the day was Boyd Anderson. So just to give you guys a little warning, when you guys see Damien on there, he might seem a little bit wiry. And Damien, why don't you tell me a little about those interviews that the players got to actually interview you?
Well, I mean, it was a great opportunity, for Akil, one of the big linemen, and actually Nico as well, behind the camera at Hialeah. I mean, you're talking about two rising stars that are coming up in the rankings next year. But, I mean, it was an opportunity because this is actually what KDA and NCRA is all about. We're not only the face, everybody sees us, but, we're going to make sure that we groom, and undergird these young men and women to eventually do what we do and do it better on the next level. So, I mean, Ryan's over there, behind the scene. Your father, G3, is, he's behind the scene, and so many much more. Bob Webster and Pat Lowe. You got, you have a plethora of others. You got Coach Ronnie doing his thing. He's coming in, and I mean, everybody's doing their thing. And I'm telling you right now, it was a humbling thing that they actually wanted to come and interview me. And being on the other side of the camera. So it was good. I'm loving it.
We're excited to show you guys this clip of the Cobras. And we're going to save this reel for Damien when a couple years from now we'll be looking back and Damien can watch that highlight reel of how he looked after getting up at 6 a.m. Both these coaches, they definitely put in that hard work. So check it out here. This is the BA Cobras signing day.
Many signees, not even funny. We have the real deal, Darrell Young here. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good.
As we see from the cap with the red and black, Can you tell everybody, our listening viewers, who you're signing with, sir?
WKU Hilltoppers, Western Kentucky.
And explain to me why you chose Western Kentucky.
When I went there, I liked the environment. I fed in good, and Coach Petrino, I'm ready to ride with him.
There you go. I mean, the former University of Arkansas coach there. And do you know what position you most likely going to be looking at?
I'll be playing linebacker. They have me rushing most of the time, though, because they like my get-off, so I'm going to rush a lot.
And we definitely saw a lot of the get-up, watching with Boyd Anderson. Now, you have some of your other compadres here. What other feeling? What does this whole feeling mean to you? I mean, you go from summer to, working out, going crazy, and, doing all the sweating, hot things. How does this feel for you right now?
I feel I did my job, worked hard, did my job. Now I'm ready to make my dreams come true.
And so what you're saying is that not only we're going to see you on Saturdays, we may just see you on Sundays.
Oh, yeah, hopefully, yeah. Yes.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Darrell, the real deal Young, the hitman. I mean, this is by far one of the most talented linebackers in all of Broward County. We saw, if you don't know who he is, go to NCRASportsNetwork.com. You'll see all of his film. Every game is a highlight tape for him. We have Eddie Action Jackson. This is the everything of Boyd Anderson. He played wide receiver, played quarterback, he gave punt returner, he bakes cookies, he does it all. He's going to, what school are you going to, sir?
University of Alabama.
Crimson Tide. So you ready to roll with Coach Nick Saban?
Yes, sir.
Now explain to me, you had quite a few SEC teams going after you. Actually had just about over 100 schools looking at you. Why did you choose the #1 Alabama Crimson Tide?
Cause I felt like that was the best fit for me. Me and my family, we decided that's where I want to spend my 3 to 4 years at. With Coach Saban, help me become a better athlete and a better young man as well.
There you go. And basically, what you're saying is that you want to eventually make it to the next level. Not only play football, but also do it academically. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know what position you'll most likely be playing at the University of Alabama?
Cornerback.
There you go. So we got another lockdown. And I'm telling you right now, this is Action Jackson. The reason why we coined him Action Jackson, look at his tape. Every game was a highlight. This is what they do, and this is how they produce here at Boyd Anderson. The Mighty Cobras are in the building. Alabama, you have one of the top-notch athletes in Broward County, if not the southern region. With the hitman Mcdonald, he's going to what university?
University of Central Florida.
The Golden Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the Golden Knights is producing such athletes as Dante Culpepper and a plethora of others. But I want to know, sir, what position will you most likely be playing at University of Central Florida?
Outside linebacker.
There you go. We call him Hitman for a reason, because that's just exactly what he does. You would think that you're playing in the major leagues the way that this young man hits, because he hits hard. And I tell you right now, he hits home runs every time he connects with an athlete. Explain to me, why did you choose the Golden Knights to go to, sir?
Basically because they have my major, and I felt like it's a family over there. I feel like I fit in as soon as I got there on campus, and I love the coaching staff.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not only will he be playing football, not only will he be going to school, he's also going to Disney World. You can't beat that. This is what we want here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hitman Mcdonald. He's doing big things. He's going to do it on the next level Saturdays and hopefully on Sundays. But most importantly, if you heard him say the first thing, he will also make sure that he gets his major put into there. That means that he's going there academic. Coach Wayne Blair is doing a phenomenal job here at the home of the Pitts Cobras, Boyd Anderson. We have Mr. Greg. Throw it up in the air, Hankerson. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good.
Now, I'm telling you right now, this young man sort of reminds me of another young man that I coached at Deerfield Beach High School by the name of Denard Shoelace Robinson. The young man can throw. The young man can catch. The young man he can actually run like nobody's business. Explain to me, why did you choose FAU?
Because they lost their first starting quarterback, and then I feel like it's an opportunity for me to come in and play as a freshman.
So I'm letting you know right now, those that are in Boca Raton, Florida Atlantic University, Greg Hankerson is coming to take the starting quarterback position. No questions asked, he's taking it. Now, do you know most likely what your major would be at FAU?
I'm majoring in exercise science, and then after that, after I get my major, now I'm going 2 years to physical therapy school.
He already has it mapped out. This is what we produce over here in Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, and I'm telling you right now, we've covered so many of these games. Another young man, if you put on any tape, doesn't matter what tape, you put on any tape, you're going to see a highlight tape. This is Mr. Greg. Throw it up in the air, Hankerson, and this is how we do it here in the 954. Congratulations, Mr. Owl, Mr. Hankerson. Thanks. We're doing everything. We have this young lady, Kaylee Davis. High White. I'm telling you right now, if you notice that she's wearing my favorite school, and it's also an alumni of my wife, the Florida State University Seminoles. Go ahead and chop it up one time in Tallahassee. I want to know what events are you running here at Boyd Anderson? I know it's, track season is rapidly coming upon us. What?
The number one.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
What a great clip, guys. That was obviously BA, the Cobras, and what a great day for them. Obviously, same with Hialeah, same with kids all throughout Broward County, Dade County, West Palm Beach, and the United States of America. This was National Signing Day colleges. Obviously, signing day isn't over until the colleges are done taking their players, but that day in particular is very special for those kids because it's the day they've been waiting for, the day they've been dreaming about. Obviously, a lot of them probably dream they want to play in the NFL someday, but that's obviously the first step for them, and we're really proud of those kids at Boyd Anderson and Hialeah. We appreciate that they gave us the opportunity to go down and film those things, and I mean, what else can we say about that?
I mean, this is exactly what everybody is dreaming about. They dreamed about this moment in time. Of course, and I'll just go down and run down, some of the actual signees from Boyd Anderson. You have, the very first one, the young man, is Darrell, Real Deal Young, who's the linebacker and everything else. He's going to Western Kentucky. You actually had number 2, Eddie Action Jackson, going to the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. Then that third young man that you saw, Justin the Hitman McDonald, is going to the University of Central Florida. Good job over there. The fourth young man that you saw was Greg. Throw it up in the air. Hankerson, quarterback, and he's hungry to take the starting position at Florida Atlantic. Some of the young men that you didn't see that also signed is Reynard, Catch Him If You Got Him, Warren, which is he's going to University of Idaho, the Vandals, and also the big man, Sanley John Felix, the big lineman, who's going to Marshall. And of course, we got to show some love to the single young lady we had there, which is Callie Davis hyphen. You should make sure I said that. Hyphen White. And I'm telling you, talking about a speedster, she's going to be phenomenal over there at Florida State University. And I'm telling you right now, Florida State men and women, they have a phenomenal track team. Wow.
DC, why don't you give us that news alert that you sent us when we were in that break?
I'll tell you what, all those kids signed at Hialeah, 13 of them, before they could get the ink to dry, the University of Miami has offered their quarterback, Alan Edward. And he's a 6'3" junior. And they're already offering him in the class of 2014. So he's a special athlete, so we'll see where that goes. But congratulations, Alan, from the offer.
Yeah, him and everybody else in the country wants him as well.
Absolutely. We're really proud of that, and we're glad we know that ahead of time. We'll be scouting him out during the off season. Definitely keep you guys up to date with that. That's it for signing day so far. Obviously, we covered boys basketball, and we're going to bring it now to the 2013 Senior College Showcase that is being held this Monday at Coral Glades High School, the Coral Springs Sportsplex, and it is a huge event for us. This is probably, I could argue, say this is our biggest event of the year. This is for the kids that feel that maybe they slipped through the cracks, maybe the colleges didn't get to see them, didn't get to showcase for whatever reason they didn't, and this is the event. And DC, I want you to go ahead and tell us right now, what is the final count so far of how many kids we have signed up for the event?
I believe we're in the 130s right now.
We are in the 130s, folks. Let me show this to you. This is 132 athletes have signed up for this event. This is a free event. 132 athletes, and there is still room.
Oh, yeah.
Last year at this event, we had roughly around 100 kids, maybe a little bit less. We have 132 signed up so far. The event is this Monday, and there is still availability to get in this thing, and it is free. We can't emphasize this enough. It is free. If you want to come out and showcase your skills, it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't sign up for this event, because this is it. I mean, unless you plan on not playing football anymore, which is fine, but I'm sure that a lot of you athletes around here in this area want to continue playing football. This is a free event to go out and do it. Right, Damien?
Absolutely. And again, you know, and also to make sure that we take it back to the National Signing Day. Young men, listen up. And young ladies, listen up. Just because you sign on National Signing Day does not mean that you're done with school. That is not your graduation date. Graduation is sometime in June. You need to govern yourself accordingly. Now, going back to the second annual 2013 Senior Showcase that G4 has mentioned before, you're talking about 130 plus. And I'm telling you right now, they're coming from all over the place. We got Dade County. Dade County may actually have the most numbers. We got Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach County. I think they might be coming from Alaska. I believe so. It's very possible. But the thing is, I mean, we're going to be testing your speed. We're testing power. We're doing one-on-one drill. We're going to have some athletes coming out, some professional athletes come and talk to you. We got the media coming out. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. Powerade. We're going to have things that most combines will not have, and I get free. When I tell a parent that this whole thing is free, they're thinking that there's a catch somewhere.
There's got to be a catch.
And there is no catch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is free. It's through KDA. It's through NCRA. But most importantly, it's for the young men that want it. And if you don't want it, then stay home. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to be competition. It's going to be some fast runners. It's going to be some high flyers. It's going to be some power. But most of all, we're going to teach you also how to play this game, how to get yourself recruited. And I'm telling you right now, just because National Signing Day is officially, quote-unquote, over as far as the bigger schools are, please do not get it twisted. A lot of people tend to fall off the wayside because they think that February 6th is their graduation date. And so they stop going to school. Keep your grades up. Keep scoring high on those test scores. And I'm telling you right now, big things are getting ready to happen on February 18th, President's Day. You have no excuse. There's no school that day.
There is no excuse.
Be there. This is your opportunity. We're NCRA and Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. This is your opportunity to keep your dreams alive. If you want to go to college, you want to do something to further your education, maybe get an opportunity to play some football. That's what it's all about, folks. Come out. It's free, as Coach Hunt has said, and G4, it's free. We give you opportunity to do this thing. I wish this was around when I was coming out of high school.
Oh, whatever, DC. You went to the University of Pittsburgh. Cut it out. You played with Dan Marino. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish it was one when I was playing ball. All right, I went to a D3 school, Hanover College. But also, 4 words. We do it live. NCRA Sports. Coaches may be out there. You never know who's going to be out there. We got people that's going to be in attendance. I'm telling you right now, Tonto Ari from Hot 105. We're showing love all over the place. We're going bananas. This is an extravaganza everybody needs to be a part of. And if you're not a part of it, shame on you. If you can't make it, I'm sorry. But I'm telling you right now, there will be nobody that stops these young men from going. We may bust open 200 people.
I want to know, when's the deadline, coaches?
The deadline is February 15th, 5 p.m. If you are not signed up by February 15th, there will be no walk-ups. There will be no one signing up on the 16th. So take 2 things, 2 words. Be accountable. Be responsible. Get it done.
That's more than 2 words, but yes.
I mean, that hits the nail on the head. That's what we emphasize the most is be accountable. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the actions that you make. You obviously need to take advantage of this. And if you need to find that, obviously, NCRASportsNetwork.com. You go to the link at the bottom of the screen, and it is self-explanatory. It's black and white. You guys are in high school right now, so I know you know how to do testing. You guys are doing the SATs, the FCATs. You guys are getting all that stuff done. You know how to do this. It's not that difficult. We've had people calling us, saying they're having trouble looking for it. Just go to NCRASportsNetwork.com. The link is on the page, and follow the instructions, and you will be signed up for this free event where colleges will be watching. And if you show out, you should get a scholarship.
That's it. Show up and show out. That's it.
That's what it's all about. Remember, go to www.ncrasportsnetwork.com. Look at the link, click on events, and click on the link under events to the left of your page, and it'll be right there.
And also letting everybody know, we will be doing a National Signing Day for the Small College Fair. And, of course, it's also lined up for that week, the BCAA Small College Fair. That's going to be, I believe that's the 22nd or 23rd. And you get an opportunity to have fresh time, fresh scores to take to these recruiters. And it's nothing that you want to, you want to scoff at. This is something that is very important. And again, 4 words, we do it live. So we're bringing it live to over 1,500 schools nationwide. If there's a University of Germany, they can come and watch it too. It doesn't matter. We're doing it live. We're doing it just how they do it when you see it on NFL Network. We're going in. We're in your face. And we want everybody to know who that young man is. And guess what? You represent Florida.
I don't think University of Germany will be there, though, folks.
As always, we are very pumped up about this event that's coming up Monday. The next time you see us on camera, as Damian said, it will be a live broadcast from the field. We will have our stage right next to the events going on, the 40-yard dash, shuttle, one-on-one drills, and it's going to be really excited, really hype. We got coaches from all over the area volunteering. We got athletes from all over the area getting ready for this event, and we are very excited. Remember, the deadline is Friday at 5 o'clock, Coach DC said. That is the 2013 Seniors College Showcase at the Coral Springs Sportsplex. It's been a great show. I mean, it goes by fast, obviously. Every Wednesday, we got so much to talk about. But we covered the basketball. We got to cover a little bit of the leftover, the signing day. And obviously, we got some people we want to thank here. We want to thank Brewers Room, obviously, for having us, this beautiful restaurant. Without them, we wouldn't have a place to broadcast from. We'd be broadcasting from a bedroom or something like that. We're going to thank the KDA Foundation and Coach Pat Lowe. Obviously, without them, without their help, none of this would be going on. All of us involved in KDA Foundation. We want to thank Tonto Irie with the Reggae Run-Ins and Hot 105, and Elizabeth Lavula with the OneToDo.com. The parents and students, without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this, the thing that we love the most. And obviously, I want to thank my 2 co-hosts, Damian Hunt and Coach DC. And the next time we see you guys, it'll be at the 2013 Senior College Showcase at the Coral Springs Sportsplex. Bring it out, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Catch you later.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.